I'm Jawa Knight,
I am Dookie Dingo.
and welcome back to Enclave. We have a very important mission, and a very auspicious one.
Oh, yes?
We're going back to Eolon Outpost, which I have been mispronouncing for the longest time in my head, and we're taking the assassin, so let's get her kitted out. We've got a lot of money, so we can get her medium armor, which gives us wicked rad shin guards and a cool helmet.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet mask.
A new dagger that can no longer stab, but whatever. A really expensive crossbow.
Yeah, she's
We're
not really looking much like an assassin anymore. Now she looks more like
a Terminator?
a Templar or something. This is...
Right. Yeah, everyone getting plate mail sort of does the opposite of differentiate them. It makes them all more similar. We picked up a dark flag.
Are we playing Capture the Flag?
Sort of. Our mission is to take the flag and raise it above the fortress.
Hey, there's that trebuchet we saw.
This is the end of the second level of the light campaign.
Yeah.
Also, fuck this gem so hard. Do you know how long I spent looking for that piece of shit? No, you don't. It's too long is the answer. Way too long.
Why did... This looks like there was a masonry or stonework or something that was put in place just for this catapult. Why? Who did that? Did the Enclave do that? If they...
Yeah, maybe this is used originally to defend Eolon Outpost, and now
then why did they make
it to blow it up?
But why did they make it to where you can turn it on the castle itself? That seems silly.
Yeah, it was poor foresight, I guess. So, do you remember how the first episode of Enclave started?
You were locked in a cage.
And the invading Dregatar blew a hole in the wall.
Right?
I think we may have just done that.
Multiverse theory.
Right?
Oh,
so this is the
he's not
second
dead.
most annoying piece of gold to grab. There it is. And it's annoying because you see our friends in the giant siege tower, right?
Yeah?
Well, if you don't hurry, they will block off access.
Oh.
So you can either be locked off from 50 gold, or, 200 gold, because it's a diamond. Or, as happened the very first time I played this level, trapped with the gold on the other side and forced to commit suicide to restart the level.
That's fantastic.
It sucks. No, you're right. It is fantastic. I love that game design. Hurry up, or get stuck behind the siege tower.
The gate is open. Why do we need the siege tower?
It's not open, though.
Oh. I mean, it seemed like you blew it open.
I just blew up this bit, really.
Oh, okay.
I dropped down the front of the gate, but the portcullis in the inside is still closed.
I love that word. Portcullis.
It is a great word. So this level continues the theme of goddamned elven archers ruining my shit all the time.
Look at that adorable tiny little catapult.
Yeah, they used it to blow up the way back, so if you miss any gold there, you can no longer kind of go up to see it again, or get it. See it or get it, really. Which I also found out the hard way.
So, are we just blowing these outposts up for funsies, or?
This is the invasion, and we need to claim this land for our own. And this is an outpost we need, apparently.
Huh.
According to Mordessa and her new BFF/boyfriend, Vatar.
Okay. How does that work exactly? I mean, they're not exactly physically compatible.
You know, I don't want to know, actually. This is a bit where I will just be happy not thinking about it. She says that Vatar is her love, and oh, they just freed the Lich for us, so thanks, guys. And now the Lich is gonna help us in combat, right?
No.
Nope. See you later, bitch. She's out of here.
That is not what liches do. It was kind of weird that they used one of those electro spheres from Spencer's gifts to imprison her. That was interesting.
Right. Little known fact, the Enclave has a deal with Spencer's.
The Enclave, now sponsored by Spencer's.
This there we go. I died way more times than I would like to admit to this particular group of fighters. I died a lot to everything in this level is basically what I'm saying.
Prepare to die. So something I don't really like about this is that as the assassin, now that you've got the bucket helmet, you don't have your hood up anymore.
I know. I miss my hood, honestly.
How are you supposed to keep the sun off?
I mean, I think full plate does sort of keep the sun off anyway. It's just not as stylish.
It's true.
Now, get ready, because this is my favorite Easter egg of this level.
Okay.
Do you remember what comes out of this door? Look at that! It's us. Those are the first two characters. A knight with absolutely nothing, and the huntress exactly as we found her. That was us, so I'm just going to bow my head briefly to both of them for
Rip
services
us.
rendered in another life.
Rip us.
Rest in peace, my sweet, sweet warriors.
Rip in peace.
A flight of map birds sing thee to thy rest.
I kept seeing that gold every time you passed, and I was wondering when you were going to get it.
This guy also killed me a couple times.
Yeah, seems like a jerk.
The Psionic Dominator does a lot of damage, and it hurts, and I don't like it either.
It's also a really cool name. Sounds like
I wish it was as useful for us as it was for them.
Get aimbot, bro.
Right. No, it's got tracking, so it's just that you run out of mana so fast using it.
Oh. So I think Psionic Dominator sounds like an 80s hair metal band. Like speed metal or something.
Oh, yeah. I'd go to a Psionic Dominator concert.
This Friday at Shakey's Pizza, Psionic Dominator. $2 drafts.
Sweet. Let's go.
So, you and I are both pretty up on like medieval weaponry and armor and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, probably more than the common layman.
Certainly.
What was the point of the winged helmets? Besides style, I mean, they just seem like they would get caught on stuff.
I think there's nothing to it more than ornamentation. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe,
deflecting
like,
arrows?
like catching swords?
Aerodynamics?
Is it possible you could catch someone's blade in your helmet wing and then, like, you know, knock it out of their hand with your blade and your shield afterwards?
A sharp twist of your neck, and it rips the sword from their hands.
Right. Really strong trapezius muscles necessary to properly use the winged shield.
Most people don't know this, but the Valkyries had exceedingly strong neck muscles. Because, I mean, at least with, like, the Prussians and stuff, you know, where they had the giant spikes on their helmets? Like, I can understand that, you know, because you take it off and it's, oh, look, I've got another weapon. Okay, yeah. I mean, I can dig that, but why the big wings?
Because some armor smith was like, man, I swear to God, if I have to make just another helmet, I'm gonna kill myself. I've got to do something to make it more exciting. Or maybe it was that, like, that was part of their pitch. It was like, okay, but if you let me do the armor, I'll put wings in all the
That's
helmets.
How he got.
Look at how fancy.
That's how he got the government contract.
Right, they were like, look at those wings. They're so stylish and cool. What'll they do? Shut up. They don't have to do anything.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe you can catch swords with them.
The other armor, like, his helmets are a little bit thicker and they're a little bit cheaper and they are better materials, but those wings, though.
Dingo, do you smell that? Take a deep breath. You know what that is?
Oh, I'm stuffed up. What is it?
It's a trap.
Oh, of course.
It's not a really good trap though. It's just
Sparkly.
Death to you.
That was a bad
Oops.
trap.
Death to you. Nope, sorry, death to me. My mistake.
That was a Rorschach moment. You think I'm locked in here with you?
You're
locked.
locked in here with me. And I still have 2 grenade arrows left.
Oh, we're gonna have to use those.
I will. So, we raise the flag. Mordessa says, okay, mission accomplished, come get out. And this guy shows up to try and kick our asses.
Now that was honestly the better trap.
Yes.
Tiny room, he's in full plate.
It turns out being locked in a room with someone who's going to spend the first 5-6 seconds of your fight trying to summon an earth golem, not very threatening. Being locked in a room with a knight in full plate mail, a bastard sword, and a kite shield, yes, actually kind of a problem.
I mean, it would be if you didn't have the power of explosives.
Right. Now we don't have the power of explosives, though. I'm out. I'll just have to, I guess, settle for headshotting.
Oh, well.
What does the world... what does it come to when a sniper has to headshot their targets?
As the person
instead
dies
of
from the
blowing
headshot. If
them-
only I had more wings!
That's what they're for. They're to throw off snipers and deflect the... Nope.
That still doesn't make any sense because
Nope.
the first usage of the bows was for like shooting birds and stuff, right? Why would you I mean, if these archers were
Maybe-
raised as hunters, why
Maybe it's to draw aggro
to their heads?
from other fighters.
That
Oh god, it's a bird! Shoot it!
maybe they were hoping it was that one guy who was really confused by Superman.
Right.
It's a bird. No, it's just a really intricate helmet.
Yeah. Well, that's this one. Short but sweet. Next time, we have one hell of a mission.
A really great wall. Oh man. You know what? It really kind of depends on who's going to win this election, but this could be very topical.
Maybe. I will say spoilers. We are going in to assassinate the person who had the Great Wall built, and he's large and has red hair.
It's so topical.
He also, actually, it's hilarious, because we have his sword available now.
Oh, is it Eric?
It's Eric, even though technically what we have is Eric's Bane, so I guess
Well, you
the
have to
world
use the
knows
sword.
that
then.
he's died before or something. It's weird.
No, it's
I don't know how
the
that
Bane
works.
isn't necessarily what killed him. I mean, he really doesn't like that sword.
But he's wielding it.
Okay, maybe it's a really bad sword then. Like maybe it's made out of tinfoil.
It's definitely not. It'll cut through us like a hot knife
The
through
one
butter.
we have, the one he has, is just a reproduction. It's made by Cold Steel.
Oh, he's got. Man, you should see how it cuts through pig carcasses when wielded by a man who has a lot of anger issues to work out.
The Cold Steel Eric's Bane is made of high-grade carbon aluminum blend. With a polyethylene grip, it'll cut through any home invader in no time at all.
And then they kick in the Psionic Dominator music and just rock out.
Yeah, just like that.
While some dude just tries to desperately cut through a pig carcass.
While
and
some
it
dude
takes him-
works through his midlife crisis and an impending
Right.
cardiac event.
Ah!
I'm going bald and I hate it!
Really, what I need to know is, will it kill?
Eat the wheel of kid.
Oh,
But will it blaze it?
no. No blazing. We're done with the blazing.
Next
Dingo, quick, think of a new outro.
We're going to the wall! It's gonna be huge!
Let's catch you for our next bigly awesome episode of Enclave.
It'll be a great episode, the best episode. You can ask anybody.
Listen, I know LPs, I make the best LPs. The next episode is going to be the best episode. Trust me, everyone says so.
Electo for Prison 2016.